Narrative pedagogy involves teaching and learning through storytelling. Students develop knowledge, understanding, and new interpretations through the experience of storytelling. In the home economics classroom, learners can construct narratives or stories about climate change or social justice issues using the medium of textiles and stitches.
This whole project was wrapped around the narrative teaching strategy because they had to show a picture, they had to narrate what their feelings and thoughts were through the whole project, so that was key. And then sustainability was very much part of that. Allowing them then to sit beside each other and talk and converse with each other and throw out their own ideas and hear back from their own peers. So in the beginning, I introduced them to all of the sustainable goals because I wanted them to have the freedom to pick what was important to them and not to be forcing an idea on them. They already had some ideas for design, so they were kind of linking that to their sustainable goal as well. And then they took that further when they made the mood board. This gave them plenty of time to talk to each other about what they were going to do, what colours they were going to use, how they were going to bring across the theme to somebody else looking at it, not just themselves. They had to think about the person that was going to be viewing it. And when they did make the mood boards, they actually went around and they decided what kind of mood was coming off each mood board.
Sustainability content knowledge, understanding, values and skills can be effectively developed in the home economics classroom using narrative pedagogy. The Sustainable Development Goals provide a useful lens through which to look at the most pressing global challenges. Home economics content addresses many of the goals. When planning, teachers can work out what subject content relates to the goals and make small changes to increase that focus. As illustrated in this case study and example, the students chose one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals to research. Using the design process, the students generated narratives and creative textile responses to reflect their views about a selected global goal. In this example, the students were keen to learn about sustainability issues.
I did 3 houses to represent no poverty because everybody deserves a nice warm house, and yeah, it means a lot to me.
My design is a very colourful bookshelf with lots of flowers and plants around it, because I did this to represent how important it is that everyone gets a proper education, because around different parts of the world some people and children do not get a proper education.
I did the beach to represent cleaning up the beaches and keeping them clean, because if you don't clean the beaches, it'll go into the water and it'll pollute and kill animals underneath the water. And I also live beside the beach, so it meant a lot to me.
Whenever I was doing this project, I was really able to link it with quality education, because that's a really important goal that we need to complete.
When I was doing my project, I learned how important each of the goals were in their own way and how the different ones interact with different things.
It's important to me because it means that the environment will be saved, and I feel like without the environment and all the flowers, the world would be a lot darker and a little more sad.
What I learned for this project was how to sew and all the different stitches and how to manage your time.
When I was doing my project, I learned all about the sustainable goals and we really went into detail about them. I also learned about all the new threads and I learned how to do a French knot.
If you have younger brothers or sisters or cousins or younger siblings at home and they're falling and that they fall outside and they rip their trousers, or even older people as well, that you don't have to throw them out straight away. You can stitch up the hole, use different types of stitches and fix it up and it's brand new again, so you don't have to throw it out and buy a new pair of clothes, and you're not wasting money. You're not wasting money on buying new clothes.
When I was doing my project, I learned how to be creative and how to design different stuff, and how there's so many different ways to portray the sustainable goal, life below water.
They have the knowledge, they're spreading the knowledge, and they're proud that they know this. They're confident in themselves, and I think this is great that it's going across subjects and it's going outside the classroom.